Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars week 43, day 6. It is a yellow day. Today we're going to be going over the new event thing after we finish out Guild Wars. Probably grind a little bit more on PvP as I still have a few more to do, and probably see where we are in the leaderboard. I didn't even check this morning. We have 6 hours and 54 minutes left. Are we still in the top 100? No, we are not. So we are going to need to use that last little bit of battles we have. We should be able to reach it with what we have, but yeah, I definitely want to make sure, since we did pay for that little bit of extra, we might as well go and get the orb out of it and get some of our gems back. What on earth is that name? A.W. Ryan, be a player, not a consumer. That name, though. I didn't even realize you could have a name that long, and that's kind of funny, because it, like, shrinks itself down. I wonder if there's even a character limit to how long your name can be now. That's kind of funny. I've never seen someone try to, like, do that with their name. But anyways, I assume that's the normal A.W. Ryan. Anyways, to Guild Wars. Over to the Guild Wars. Attack. And so far, I think we're doing okay. I don't think we're moving up in bracket, but we're definitely staying in bracket 2, that is for sure. So that's at least good. Who's coming down? A.W. Ryan and Palladium, apparently. And I think that's it. Anyways, let's go to our battles. And fight! Today we're going to be going with... I wanted to use the Yagway again because it's like the only instance we ever really get to use her. I mean, not Yagway, Emperor Liang. The other one's called Yagway. But we're going to be going with Grigolfa Worldbreaker. You've seen me using that a lot earlier during those other battles that we were doing with the, oh, what's it called? The Bounty Hunter. But we're throwing an Emperor Liang there for the buffs that we need, as well as for the magic buff to get to get the Worldbreaker even bigger, and a reality for cleanup as well as summons, and the poison, which will slowly start tearing them apart. So that's what we're going to be going with today. I might switch back to my traditional team. Not sure why he's using that. But, yep, should be good. Unless he, like, hits Wardbreaker immediately. This is a yellow day, right? Why on earth is he using a red day defense? Maybe he accidentally set it on the wrong day. Apparently, but let's get into them. And then we'll be going over the event, and then messing with PvP and the, Bounty Hunter. I think we still have about 10-ish Bounty Hunter battles left, somewhere around there. So we'll be doing all those, plus whatever we get from the Ravens. Okay, what do we even need here? Right off the bat, we definitely need brown and yellow. So we'll go grab that. That gives us brown for following turn. He gets a bunch of mana there, but we'll still be fine. Go take a brown here. That'll bring us into him just taking a skull. Oh, really? He gets that cascade from it? Luckily, he doesn't go for the extra turn there, though. And then we can just go straight into Grigolfa. Whoa! Oh, no. He did hit the Wardbreaker, though. Oh, he's actually going to kill the Wardbreaker. Amazing. I don't have a way of stopping that at the moment. He's going to take out my biggest damage source because I have no way of going around that. Okay, good. The AI is so bad that it doesn't even go for it. Good job, AI. Good job. Well, that ends up killing that out because it did target for the other one. I'm actually surprised. It's still getting all of the really big hits in. But we'll go and I guess take a skull. We're going to need to almost do this on yellow or something at this point. Because we're starting to run out of options. He is doing so much damage so quickly. We'll go and do a green here then. We're still on track for perfect score too, though at this rate, not going to happen. Let's see. Green would be great, so I'm actually going to go for that. Get our HP buff. He'll take whatever. He doesn't go for the kill, which is very, very good for us. Red to purple seems like the plan. Don't think there's any other move we need to do at the moment. No other really big drops that look like they would be worth it. Actually, there is one. Taking this red in hopes of getting a double green or double brown, or actually triple brown would be great. Didn't get either, though. Okay, at least we got him enchanted, so that's a hit right there for a decent amount of damage. Need to get at least one Reality cast in here so we can go get that summon. Purple won't work. I think we just get rid of yellow here and go from there. Purple, not worth it. Green doesn't do much. So yeah, get rid of yellow, get our buffs, and hope that we get the good cascade from it. Should be able to. Okay, he didn't go for a skull or anything, and he hits at one of the most useless things, so that's good for us. We'll go take that blue before I just leave it there. That would be a fail. And now we can simply just go into the AoE, do a decent amount of damage there, and pretty much just wipe it out. And now all we really need is one nice Wardbreaker. And yeah, once again, another shaky first battle. Hopefully we don't keep that up. Same thing happened yesterday. Like the most horrible first battle ever, and then all the rest of the battles were perfectly fine. That might be the same thing that happens this time around. But there we go. Not sure what's happening with that. Like every first battle, it's like, nope, doesn't want to function. Anyways, hello everyone. Hello Danny. Hello Robo. Hello Trey. Hello Cody. Hello Alonso. Hello Mehmet. Hello Marshy. Hello Derek. Hello Captain. Hello, I don't know how to say that. Flux Pix. Hello Painting. Hello David. Hello Simple. And hello Lexia and Sea Dog. Welcome all. Da 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 da. Oh, the question at the beginning. What do you use with Doomclaw? Basically anything that mana generates into it. As far as damage sources that you use with it, let's see, he gets the full enrage. You'd probably use a partial skull spam team plus the single targets into mana generation with him. So something that has a lot of brown mana generation would be the best thing you would roll with that. With the Doomclaw, that is. You finally got a Fair Shraw, nice. Oh yeah, don't forget everyone, 6 more hours until, or 4 Fair Shraw if you can get it by the end of the day. But cannot find any suggestions when using just one. Oh, you can use Valkyrie double Warlock with Fair Shraw. You can use Dragon Soul double Azurus Fair Shraw. You can use Dragon Soul Azurus Umberwolf Fair Shraw. Oh, sorry, wrong order. Dragon Soul Fair Shraw Azurus Umberwolf and stuff like that. Basically anything that will generate a lot of souls. You need to make sure at least one other troop uses soul gain. Other things you could use is things like Dark Troll. Dark Troll doubles the amount of purple and gives souls. But you have to have at least one other troop that also gains souls if you're going to be using a Fair Shraw. Has to happen. How's my defense doing? Pretty bad this week. Let's see, 09, 03, 09, 12, 28, and 010. Surprised that one went through. Wait. Oh! That's why. Oh, that's why we saw a dwarven thing, and I forgot to change it too. That's why we found dwarves. They made a change in the most recent patch, and basically what that change was is... Wait, did I seriously not change? No wonder why I'm doing horrible in most of these days. It's... The new patch saves your troop location, like where you used your defend team, but what days or what battles changes from week to week. So this last week was a red battle, but now it's a yellow battle. And next week it could be a blue battle, but it keeps it there, but you need to go and re-change the locations. But it keeps whatever one you used from the previous week in that exact same location, but not in the exact same color, which seems completely weird, but that is what it does. So that's why, because I forgot to change it too. So if we keep seeing dwarves, like every person we see using this team, they forgot to change their team, and I am one of them, as well as the person we just fought. That's funny. Anyways. Well, let's go back into Brattle, and there you can kind of see him actually using the Doomclaw correctly like that. You use the Doomclaw and you use mana generation into him. As I mentioned, brown mana generation, and he's using just that with the Apothecary. Anyways, let's go, and I guess we'll just throw this. Should be perfectly fine. Just get the quick start and then go from there into World Breakers. And unless he has something that could single target it out, which he doesn't, we'll be fine. What do we need? What do we need? I guess we take a purple to red. Go grab all that. Nice manas. Very nice manas. Not exactly the exact manas I needed, but mana is mana. I guess we'll take a brown here. Brown or yellow. Either are basically the exact same thing. Apparently that one was a little better due to the cascade. We'll take a brown, though there was no way of knowing we would get that. Oops, did I leave that blue there? Probably. We'll go take the brown. Go grab that. Get our Gorgolfa here. And should be good to roll from here. We'll just go and either get a Liang buff or go into everything else. I think we go into Liang buff. That gives a magic buff to do both of those, as well as a bit of additional HP. Gorgolfa is now basically useless to try to use for casting. So at this point, I need to just go right into World Breaker and ignore that we even have a Gorgolfa until he gets cleansed. Aw, why do you have to give him so much red? There we go. Okay, so we'll get that. Get another World Breaker. There, now the team is functioning like it's supposed to do. We'll get a World Breaker down here. And, yep, another kill. And that's pretty much a match. And all we need to do now is cast this. And please, why? Why did it have to do that? Because this made it get some more score on us. Or at least it made us lose more score, I should say. But, oh well. There we go. So, hello, Questor. Hello, Pedro. Welcome, welcome. And now we have a standard Drain team. Ooh. Do I switch my team? Do I switch my team? Because we are slightly bad, this team, against Scion, Famine, Spirit Fox. I might have to. Do I not have a secondary yellow team set up? I'm actually surprised I don't. We might need to just make one on the fly. Okay, let's go make another yellow team and not even test it and see what we can do against this. That's probably a horrible idea. What under yellow has immune to mana drain? Mana drain. Okay. Quaidle, useless. Oh, this one does. Emperor Liang. You don't have immune to mana drain. Oh, it's because you have a mana drain. I guess we just use what we have then. There aren't really that many options. We have 11 options to choose from, of which only one is really viable. Actually, not even 11, because some of these are drains, like that one and that one, as well as that one. We have 8 options. We have that, and those 3. So that basically just leaves exactly what we're already using. Never mind. Okay. I would explain why we're using it then. So I guess we'll just stick with it and just hope he doesn't go crazy with the Scion. That can really disable us though, but I guess we'll give it a shot. Gonna take yellow immediately. He'll drain something, go from there. Oh, but then again, I don't want him hitting Gorgulfa with that drain. Oh well, we'll give it a shot. That is one of the most annoying things we could be up against though. We could take out that one. We could take out just about any team is about to use. Oh, sweet. We go take that out immediately. Perfect. And now we'll go take, actually, ideally another purple, and then he'll just go drain that. Or, you know what? Don't even take anything. We'll take a skull. He'll go and drain that, and perfect. Okay. And Emperor Liang can easily upgrade itself. So we'll go and move a red over, get the green. Very nice. A lot of green. Might as well just go straight for the World Breaker. It's a lot safer than trying to deal with this thing anyways. Take a skull. Perfect. Okay. No need to worry. And now I just need one more hit on him without him draining us. No! Why? I need a skull right now somehow. There is not even a droppable location for that. I guess I take green. At least we got the 2 enchants in there from the extra turns. Purple into yellow. Purple into green. Purple into something. I need a skull. There we go. Exactly what we needed. Thank you. Now I need to get rid of Famine somehow. That's going to be the other big threat. I could double move these blues. Does that cast anything? No, it doesn't. If we could double drop it, we could. Or single drop it, I mean. Which we don't have. I could take away green. And, oh, that is single drop. Okay, we could do that. And hope for a skull off the top. Well, we didn't get a skull off the top, but of course we get the skull that was just laying there. Oh, there he goes with a really heavy Famine. Wow. Luckily, that should be the only Famine he's really going to get during this battle. Move that over. Movement. Do we have anything useful? Not really. I guess we just take a... I have a couple double drops in here. I don't know which one I want, though. Red's not worth it. Red this way isn't worth it. Brown to blue. We only use the blue. Yellow, not worth it. I mean, what does this call it yellow? Green isn't worth it, I mean. That green isn't worth it. Okay. I think we just take the further green and hope he dies to poison. Because there's no way I can do that 1 damage to him. There we go. So poison did what it needed to do. And now we just get the last of his mana, I guess. Since we're already working towards it. So we'll do just that. Move the red over. Hello, Dennis! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we'll just work his mana up and that'll pretty much be the match that way. Ooh, extra turn. We'll take that. Not like I really need that, but we get another enchant, so it's helpful. More enchants, the better. Ah, Spirit Fox, what are you doing? I need him to Spirit Fox World Breaker or Uriali, so we'll go take some more blue there. He luckily does go for the Uriali, which is the best thing for us, for him to take. Worst thing for him to aim at. We'll just take a skull, need to get that killed. Like now, before he gets full mana, would be great. We're actually in a bit of trouble if he does end up getting that all the way up. Do I go double blue? Because he gets brown out of it, which is probably a very bad idea. We'll go take that then. Oh, I should have probably skull distracted him, but we can go for green right here. And, oh, we could actually take away blue and then get the extra turn green. Not enough mana, though. Oh, but we could skull into Uriali. There we go, we won. Unless he somehow gets full mana. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Unless I just hand him full mana. Double check the board. No. I don't see any cascades. Nothing where he can do anything too out of ordinary. Oh, we already have enough damage to kill it off of that. I might as well do that then. And then just Uriali him. Or not even do that. Never mind. Oh, but then we didn't get the... Ah, that's slightly unfortunate that we killed him there. We didn't have a 4th troop, so we lost a little bit of points. Okay, we're probably only going to score like 9,200 now due to that. First battle was horrible, and that one we lost a troop. Why is everyone's name going like super long now? Skis Sniper is Wolf Warrior. What a name, what a name. You have immune to silence, don't you? Immune to fairy fire, I mean, immune to drain, immune to silence, immune to fairy fire, and immune to mana burn. Good. So at least that has immune to silence. So worst comes to worst, we have this. You don't have a cleanse, do you, though? Why do you not have a cleanse? Oh, like everything to put a cleanse on, you definitely need one. But anyways, we'll just go with this. Hopefully it doesn't skull us and go from there. Let's see. I thought I noticed that on Monday and changed it. I noticed it on Monday, but I didn't change it. I noticed it and even mentioned it, and I think I even told everyone to, like, don't forget to change it, and then I forgot to change it. So yeah, that's normally what I do. That sounds like something I would do. We'll go and take the purple, surge it, get full mana, throw it in the green, and we'll be good to go. Do I throw it in the green? Yeah, I don't see why not. We get a double buff. He'll just take a skull. Oh, but then he gets a skull though. Never mind, I take the skull. Oh, good. Extra turn too. Perfect. Do we take this green? Well, we get a free enchant out of it. By a free enchant, I mean it will hit the exact same enchant troop that was already enchanted. Fail. I guess we'll go throw down on green, as I mentioned, to get the buffs that we need for those two. And then just throw a World Breaker into it and go from there. Please do not explode us. Okay, well, even if he does, he doesn't have anything too over the top. He has a lot of damage, but, well, I guess that's something over the top. His Infernus can actually stack quite a bit. We'll get a Yali here into World Breaker into one other poke, and then that's dead. Hopefully he gets Skull distracted, and he does. Perfect. World Breaker. And it's match. Oh, and we even got a free skull on top of it. Is that enough to kill it? If we can hit 4 of those 5, we just killed it. We got it. We hit exactly 4 of those 5. And that is exactly enough to do the final blow. And now the last battle. Please do not be mana drain spam, so we can get an easy battle. What are legendary tasks, and where can you find, or the guild, to do them? Normally, any guild that is doing 500,000 plus gold per person as their minimum will be able to reach legendary task. Legendary tasks are found underneath your guild. Or click guild, then click guild again, then click over to tasks, and you'll see 6 tasks here if you don't have legendary tasks. But after you've completed out all these 6 little task categories that are all a different color, you then get legendary tasks, and legendary tasks give you a bunch of various like little reward things. Like, actually, I'll go open one right now. I don't see why not. So we'll go complete out this task that's already just sitting right here. And costs 1 million gold. I believe it comes out to 33,000 gold per person. 33,334 gold per person if your guild is contributing evenly on everyone. And it can drop things like keys, trait stones, stuff like that. It can also drop legends and mythics. And as you can see there, we got 1 event key, 1 gem key, and 6 arcane swamp trait stones from it. I wish it would stop giving me arcane trait stones. I keep getting so... That's one of the reasons why I have such a surplus of trait stones too. Is because I normally get a few dozen legendary tasks done every week. But yeah, any guild that's doing at minimum 500,000... Oops, not where I meant to go. Any guild that's doing at minimum 500,000 gold requirement for the guild will be reaching all legendary tasks, or will be reaching to the legendary tasks. Okay, we got this annoying thing again. If we're going to lose against anything, this will be what we lose against. Figures it's our final battle, but I'm still going to stick with it because I'm going to hope we get a good enough Cascade and just get the quicker Goltha and everything else. But we are still perfect win streak, though I shouldn't say that now because this will be the battle that will decide if that win streak gets ruined or not. I can't take that yellow. I can't go for it. He's just going to drain us. We'll take that one. Well, he's going to drain us regardless, but... Oh, wait, he went for Spirit Fox instead of Skull. Sweet. Okay, that's good. We got this. We got this. Oh, we got this. Oh, this is super easy. Please get a green drop. The luckiest green drop we've ever seen. Okay, that's not going to be good. We wouldn't have gotten it, so actually wasn't too bad then. Let me go through a Gorgolfa because he's about to just skull me, and I can't stop 2 skulls. Perfect. And now we go into World Breaker, double check for extra turns. Doesn't look like any. Don't have any drops. Do I take the skull? How badly do I want to kill Scion? Pretty badly. I think we go for the skull. And now we go for World Breaker. The only problem now is we gave Famine 1 turn of free mana. But now we can go for a Yali kill. We actually have exactly enough for it. Go into Gorgolfa, go from there. Oops, before I do, let me take that. Oh, good. Free skull. With that being said, maybe I just go for Gorgolfa then. No, because I need to get the other mana back up. Oh, wait. Or do I just go for green, actually? I can take away green, get both of them buffed, and then cast them. So we'll do that. Get World Breaker down. Get most of our mana back. Actually, before we do, let me get a Uriali there. The one Uriali. If we can get another Uriali, that'd be great. He's about to get full mana, though, from the explosion. Okay, good. He didn't go for it yet. Come on, something get full mana. There we go, World Breaker. Is that enough? Yeah, that's enough. Oh, please don't extra turn. Okay, good. We're fine. And that's match. There we go. If he would have extra turned there. Wait. Yeah, you're dead. I was going to say, what are you doing staying alive? And that's match. There we go. Sweet. Okay, that wasn't too bad for a final battle then. That was actually probably one of the smoothest battles, surprisingly. Despite it being particularly good against what we were using. You can use, like, the hardest counters to teams and still completely destroy them. It's kind of weird. Oh, that's not too bad either. 9,337. It's about mid-range. A little bit above mid-range, maybe. But I'll take it. What's our final score for the week? Not that one. I'm looking for our personal score. 55,661. It's not the highest in the guild, but I believe we're going to be champion. next week. The Paragon from my own guild ended up beating us. He has extra stats because of everyone else. He also got magic as well, which helped him close that extra few hundred gap. But, yeah, we were like 500 behind him, unfortunately. Or actually more like 600. I think we're the second highest, though. Sweet. So that means we'll get to be, not the Paragon, but at least a champion for next week, which means we get slightly higher stats and all that. Anyways, very nice. And it looks like we'll be staying in bracket 2. It would be cool if we moved back to bracket 1, but still perfectly fine. Just kind of chilling in bracket 2. In bracket 2, that at least means we get like half of our wins. Like 3 out of the 6 days we generally get a win. And it looks like it was the 3rd day, the 5th day, and the 6th day were all wins, and the other 3 were all loses. Because we're basically like mid-range in bracket 2 every single time, somewhere around there. But anyways, guys, if you have any other questions, team builds you want me to do, or if I missed any from earlier, I think I got to most of them. Have I gotten Cedric Sparkle Sack? No, I have not gotten Cedric yet. After you complete the regular task, you get legendary... Yeah, never mind. You're just answering the other person's question. Yeah, when all 6 of the tasks get completed, it'll show up, the legendary tasks. When you complete all 12 tasks from all 6 colors is when it shows up. But anyways, let me go over the new events. The one that the thumbnail... Not the thumbnail, but the one that the... What's it called? The description or title, whatever. The title thingy. The one that says. So let me go over the new Frost elves that are coming in tomorrow. Both of them are pretty irrelevant, though one of them is related to the Zugoff, the raids thing. So let me go bring that up real quick. 1 second. Let me go move it into its own little tab. Bring it up through the powerful magic of editing. Or whatever you would call this thing. And bring that up, and boom. There we go. Okay. So let's go over this thing. The new troops that are coming in for tomorrow. And we're getting a new weapon too. I believe that weapon is available via the gems through the new raid system. Well, not new anymore, but you know, through the raid system. But yeah, we're getting 2 new troops, 1 through raids, 1 through glory, and the other thing is from the gems that you spend within raids as well. Though alternatively, you can also craft this with within the Soul Forge. Though if you are going to do that, I don't know, I personally feel like it's actually cheaper doing it with gems than it is to do it in the Soul Forge. Especially if your guild's already going to be competing for the, at least getting every single task done. You'd automatically be getting that anyways. Anyways, let me go into the new things. This one's pretty irrelevant. It's basically almost exactly what the other one did. They need to stop using white backgrounds. I have no clue why they don't have this going all the way with its, like, blackness, so that it goes all the way over, because that is really, really, really hard to read. But anyways, white on white does not work. Anyways, Moonbeam Shot. Deals 26 damage to an enemy. If they're a boss, deal 3 to 5 times damage based on its ascension, and then freezes a random enemy. So this could be somewhat useful in that it is freezing a random one. Before it was freeze the target that it hit, which was kind of pointless because the boss had immune to freeze. So that was kind of really dumb on their part. Luckily, they switched it before it got released, and now it freezes a random enemy instead of the boss itself, which means you'll actually most likely be able to get the freeze, in which case that actually will be somewhat useful. One other thing that's somewhat useful about it too, it starts with half mana with its fast trait, so going to be pretty good with that. It does have armored piercing, which should be pretty good. If you're going to get an attack buff on this thing, it might be able to one-shot the boss 50% of the time. And of course, the main thing that will allow it to do that is it has 3 times to 5 times boss slaying on it. The only slight issue with that, of course, is the boss is all the way in last slot, so you would have to either drag it all the way to first slot if you're going to be trying to use this in some kind of damage team, which I almost feel like I want to do, like build some kind of team around that. Or alternatively, you will just need to go and just keep poking it with your ability instead, and don't even worry about its skull damage, which is probably the more viable option. It reminds me a lot of how the archer is set up. It's both good at casting and skulls, which is pretty rare these days to actually see troops that are set up similarly to that. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's basically a troop that's set up like Archer class, made specifically for taking out the raid bosses. And of course, that's the thing that you end up using this week to try to kill all those. Of course, tomorrow will be the start of, as I mentioned, raids. This one will be full Shentang. I mean, the last one was full Shentang. Full Glacial Peaks is what you're going to need to use in order to kill them all out. So you're going to have a lot of freeze options, though not that many options for damage, or mana generation for that matter. I'm probably going to be using like a Mountain Crusher to try to feed her mana, and then like, and just kind of spam her like crazy. I'm not even fully sure what my strategy is really going to be, because it's going to be quite a bit harder than Shentang due to the lack of mana generating options from within the kingdom. Anyways, Frost Archer. You're also not going to be able to use Queen Mab too, because the boss has immune to mana drain, meaning Queen Mab will basically be useless. Anyways, there's the Frost Archer. This is the one that's going to be available through Glory. It deals damage to an enemy and then freezes them if they are already frozen. Then deals... wait, what? I read that wrong. Freezes them if they were already frozen. Deal 5 bonus damage and freeze the adjacents. Okay, there we go. So basically, it freezes an enemy, and if that one's already frozen, it freezes the 2 adjacents and does a small amount of extra damage. It is essentially useless. The only really viable thing it has is immune to freeze plus 75% starting mana. 75% should start it with 7 mana, meaning a single 3-pair will end up getting it to full mana, even if it doesn't surge. What will this ever be used for? Pretty much nothing. I don't really see any instance where this would be used in place of a Borealis or a Queen Mab. It is, of course, different colors. If I'm not mistaken, it's the only red-blue with freeze. I don't recall another one specifically that has red-blue, so maybe it will have that option in that it can freeze as a red troop, but that's about the only thing it might end up having going for it. Not to mention, you kind of need another freezer on your team to really be able to fully utilize its extra freezes, and at that point, you might as well just be using a better freezer to begin with, and it is only a rare, so yeah, not too particularly good. I didn't even read this weapon yet. What does this thing do? It deals damage to an enemy boosted by your Glacial Peak allies, then creates a mix of 4 blue and 4 purple gems for each of the Glacial Peak allies you have. This week, due to the lack of mana generating options, I think it actually will be viable to use this within raids. All the previous weapons, except for maybe the Beast weapon, was basically useless to bother using, but I do believe this Glacial Crystal thing will be useful, because you will be able to get a secondary mana generation source. Will it be better than using something like a Mountain Crusher? Maybe? I'm not fully certain on that, but we'll definitely test around and see what happens when we actually go and use it. But yep, that's everything coming in. A pretty dull event, though do keep in mind, the most noteworthy thing about next week's event is that Queen Mab will be in the event key drop pool. As far as the event key drop pool is concerned, all of the following troops will be available. If we go into Glacial Peaks real quick and just kind of show that, all these troops will be available, or at least the ones that are ultra rare plus. So Borealis, that's one of the main ones you'd be able to get. Borealis, Queen Mab, and Skady will all be in drop pool. Borealis is the best non-traded freezing troop in the game. It freezes all enemies and then deals damage to a random enemy. It also does triple damage to things that are frozen with its skulls. Queen Mab, which is the best freezer in the game and the best mana burner in the game. The only problem with it is super bad against anything with impervious or impenetrable like the bosses have, mainly because it has full immunity to both her mana burn, which is her damage, as well as her freeze. So she basically does absolutely nothing against anything with impervious. But as long as the team has 0 imperviouses or only 1 impervious, she is a very, very viable option. If you don't have her yet, one of the top probably 10 troops in the game when fully traded. Very high damage output, best freezer, best mana burner, and mana burn does damage based on their current mana plus whatever her magic is. So let's say they currently have 15 out of 20 mana, and you have 20 damage right here. That would end up being 35 damage, plus an additional one for 36 due to her arcane, because every time anything casts on your team, including herself, she gains 1 additional damage. Other than that, some other things that will be available is Ice Golem. This is a pretty cheap alternative if you don't have any other freeze option. Has Stone Skin and has a decent freeze. You'd also be able to get, as I mentioned, Queen Mab. Skady will also be in the drop pool. She's a mythic. Very low chance you would get her. She's really good as a 3rd slot counter. She's also occasionally used on pure blue teams because of her Ice Storm that she has. I believe Snow Guardian is a ultra rare. Yes, he is. He's useless, but he will be in a drop pool. Snow Hunter, I believe, is one too. Yes, but that one is also useless, so nothing to see there. Tessarian will be in a drop pool, also useless in most situations. Winter Knife will be, also useless, and Yeti will be, also useless. So basically there's only 3 viable drops, the Queen Mab, the Skady, and the Borealis, namely the Queen Mab if you don't already have one. But yeah, it's a decent week to skip for event keys, but if you need a freeze option, now is the time to get it, because like half this kingdom are freeze options. So you're pretty much going to get one within 10 keys if you don't already have one as a viable thing to use. So at least you'll easily be able to do that next week without really needing to use much resources. Let's see. Yeah, basically the only way you can really farm gems is to do whatever the current event thing is. Make sure you're in a good guild that's doing a lot of battles as well, or, you know, getting a lot of gold in there, as well as doing, like, whatever, basically anything that you ever see that has, like, a gem drop on it or a key drop is basically what you'd want to be doing. So basically just treasure hunt whatever weekly event-like things they have, either under the event tab or just in general. and the guild, just getting all your tasks done within your guild and getting a bunch more keys. Because even though keys aren't technically gems, it'll save you gems in the long run, which means whatever gems you do have will be able to be put towards other stuff. Anyways, let's go check the little PvP thing. And let me go to reclaim our first place on the Bounty Hunter leaderboard. Don't forget, use up all your sigils. You have 6 hours and 24 minutes left if you want to still complete out any Bounty Hunter you might have left. We have 9 battles remaining, so let's get on that. Oops, that's not the team I want to use. We were messing around with that earlier. It was pretty funny, though I would not advise using it unless you don't have this option. We were doing this too as a budget option as Gorgulfa Sunbird, which was actually really good. Gorgulfa Sunbird. So if you don't have a World Breaker, definitely go put a Sunbird there. I think someone was asking for a cheaper option, and it just completely blowed through everything. Anyways, not as much of as a World Breaker did, obviously, but still, it's pretty much the same thing. Very similar. Oh, we already got a, well, that was convenient. First battle, we already get one. Well, that's very, very helpful. So I guess we'll go for a double green. Though I do need to make sure I take every yellow I see, for the obvious reason. I need to make sure we deny him out. Move that over, get some nice yellow, very nice. He'll take some reds. Don't gain mana on yellow. You can gain every other mana you want, just don't get yellow. I can't silence him, so I guess we just go for a skull red, or just a skull, or a ward breaker. We'll go for skull. Skull red, he'll take that. We'll throw a ward breaker. He's gonna go for a skull. We do the exact same thing. He'll take whatever. Oh no, he took yellow. Dun dun dun. It begins. Oh no, we have enough damage right now to actually kill him. So it's not that big an issue. Actually, we even have Ward Breaker now too. Perfect. And now any poke we do will kill him, and that would be a poke. And down he goes. Okay, let's go get our mana back up. Maybe get some silence on him, get some Ward Breaker going, and go from there. It says more sigils coming even when it's actually end of the event. Does it? I didn't even notice that text there. That is a huge fail. But yeah, there's no new sigils coming. Whatever you have right now is your max amount of sigils, unless you're planning on spending more to get with gems. But yeah, whatever you have now is the full amount of sigils you'll have. The event ends in 6 hours and however many minutes, whenever the reset thing is. And of course, we'll be doing the video going over that at that time. What do we do here? I guess we'll get a Gorgulfa in there. Got a Ward Breaker, go from there. I was supposed to go with Infernus instead. Oh wait, wasn't I supposed to do Infernus? You're right. I completely was supposed to go Infernus. Why am I using Ward Breaker? Well, it worked. Mainly because he had the bird there, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know why I went with Infernus there. It's just such a habit to go Gorgulfa Infernus. But anyways, we'll go, a Gorgulfa Ward Breaker. But anyways, we'll go do that. Thank you for catching that. I actually would not have noticed. Wait, does it actually say that too? Let's see. Yeah, earn 4 more battles in 6 hours, 21 minutes. They're scamming us. We don't get any more battles then. It's gonna be disappointing if someone actually thinks they do get more battles then. Because that's actually when it ends. But yeah, do make sure to use up the whatever you currently have left in the sigils. Okay, we'll go move that over. Get all that mana. Go throw a red over. Oh, why did I not use Gorgulfa? Let's go throw Gorgulfa there. What is a good hero class to use for next week raid boss? Probably either Titan fully traded, Archer fully traded, or Mech fully traded, depending on what you're planning on doing. My plan is probably going to be Archer fully traded in the first slot. Is most likely what I'm going to be doing. Archer has a 15% chance to kill every skull it takes, and it starts with half mana. Basically, you'd want to definitely be using any hero class that starts with half mana. Because currently there's no troop that gives all Fae 50% starting mana. Maybe in the future there will be, but at this current moment in time there are no troops that do that. Alright, we'll throw the Infernus down, get our kill. Go from there, throw another Infernus down. And, oh, he gets a bunch of reds there. He'll just take both of those, take a skull. Never mind, doesn't even get it. We'll just move that over. Bunch of blues we don't need. Well, I kind of need them. We need them for our silence, but kind of already got all that rolling. Let's see. Gorgulfa and Doomclaw? That would technically work, though I wouldn't want to gamble with its inconsistent rate. It would also be a little while before we would get the damage, because we would have a Gorgulfa up front instead of the Doomclaw. We could always put the Doomclaw in front, but then he might die too quickly, because he doesn't have skull reduction. It would depend a lot on him getting a really early Devour, regardless of where we put him. I know, I guess we could kind of get away with that if we wanted to. I just don't think it would be better than this. So for now, just to get the last few battles down, we'll probably just be using this. There we go. Let's get an Infernus down. He'll go and get his little bit of immunities, but that is almost nothing. Because, yeah, we don't hit with any full AoE. Let's see. You were trying Ellie, and it was down to your Elamagrim and the Coral Golem, who is submerged with 0 attack. And you can't hit him because the AoE of the Ellie can't hit him. It was a stalemate, so you quit. Aww. Yeah, because you couldn't do enough damage to him due to how much durability he gains. Yeah, that can happen. I have had battles like that before, not specifically with Elamagrim, but with other various troops. Normally to Plague. Plague can reduce you down so much to the point where it's impossible to win, because you have 0 attack, 0 magic, and he has Impervious, so stats effects don't work, like Mana Burn or Burns and other stuff in general. So it is possible to reach a point where you just can't kill it, realistically, or even at all. And with Coral Golem, the problem that could occur is, of course, he keeps gaining so much HP and armor, and then he just keeps healing more than you can even damage. And that's match. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it didn't even remove it. Come on, Gurgultha, stop being so glitched with your ability. Anyways, how many more do we need? Because we don't need to do our last few battles if we're already on the leaderboard. No, we're not. We're going to need to do about... Oh, no! We could use all 8 of our remaining battles and not even have enough. Though we're probably going to get another burden then within that time. But let me see. Let me do 8 times... Oops, where's the bottom? Also, what is the top? Let me see. Wow. That's a lot. Let's see. At 800,000, he said he spent 3,000. So that should be 4,000 or 5,000 gem around there is how many was spent to get this. So that means it cost him about 3,000 to 4,000 gems if you count all the extra rewards back. But it cost him about 3,000 to 4,000 gems for 1 power orb in first place. Interesting. And to get the double major orb here, it cost around 1,500 to 2,000 gems for each of those power orbs. I personally don't consider that to be worth it, but of course they're so rare and barely anyone has it. There are still people trying to rush to get a Zugoff. Anyways, what did I need for the leaderboard here? We need, I need to calculate how much we have left. 3,200. 8 times 3,200. That is 25,600. Add that to what we currently have. 254,960. That would be 280,560 with 0 ravens. That would bring us to 94th place, which is indeed top 100. So let me go do that, if that is the case. And where was I? Go to games, go to bounty hunter. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. People keep saying I could just click that, and I keep not doing it. And there we go. Okay, let's keep grinding it then. And then we'll get on the leaderboard. And then we'll do the rest of them and make sure we stay on the leaderboard. Let's see. Starting. Take the brown. Take the blue to brown. And now we just need 1 more surge and we'll be good to go. Unfortunately, neither of the 2 colors are available anywhere, so we'll just move that over. His mana up some. Oops, I didn't realize he'd get a red out of that. And we still get a yellow, so we'll grab that. Didn't get a surge, though. I don't have a drop. I could try... Oh, wait, yeah, we do. We could go do that. And... yeah, I'll just go Gurgultha that then. Get an Infernus down and kind of just go from there. Double check everything else on the board. Looks fine. Move that. Oh! I thought that was an extra turn, but then the other green moved into the other one. Fail. Whoops. Okay. That was a slight fail. I'll go for a Gurgultha there. Actually, probably should silence them. I don't want him getting too tanky. We could actually still lose this battle. You know what? Let me silence it now. A little late, but I do want to get the silence down. Get a Gurgultha. Get another Gurgultha. Before we do, let me move that over. Aw, come on, we couldn't even get any free mana off that. Okay, we'll just go for a second cast then. Then go into Furnace and go from there. Double check the board, looks good. Get that in there. Get another Gurgultha and go from there. We'll just take a skull or something. Do we have a drop? No, we don't have a drop. But we'll go just explode. Furnace again and move from there. Come on, Furnace, cast. Get that down. Nice. Not full mana, so we'll just go move that. Go for, sure, another Infernus. And it's pretty much wipe. He'll get tapped out by that. Go for a Gurgultha. Actually, let me silence him. Get silence down. freeze him, because why not? Extra damage. Actually, I should just went for the Infernus. Oh well. And let's smash off the skull, and down it goes. Sweet. And now we just need to do the last little few. Should be able to get 1 or 2 more ravens too, which should set us at about like 290,000. Speaking about ravens, hello Raven. We got another Val Raven. Go kill that out. Take the browns, take the everything. Come on, browns and yellows, where are you? Go move that over. There's no way to drop that, though we could take a double. But do we really need that double? Not really. Because we only use the purple, but why not? Sure, we'll take it. Take the yellow, get a Gorgultha down, and go from there. Let me silence this time. Oh wait, actually let me not silence, because if I silence him and it silences everyone, it's going to basically unblock the Valraven. So I don't want to unblock him, so we'll just go with the board as is. Get an Infernus down. And let's see, Gorgultha, do we need that? Yeah, we need that now. Before I do, actually no, we don't need it now. We throw that there. Just in case he feels like getting mana on it. Because he seems to not be wanting to cast Valkyrie for whatever reason. And now we throw this down into the other ability in that match for him. And he's burned, so that is definitely killed. And let me do that now out of the safety sake, just to ensure he goes down. And there we go. We get 2 more battles from that. Throw an Infernus down, and then just go into the second Infernus. Oh, I should have actually applied 1 more silence. Good, we get the opportunity to do so right now. Let me do that now. That's pretty important. And that will kill him out, regardless of where it hits. And it does hit him directly. It didn't even need to. When you had to switch to 3 bounty troops, what did you use as the regular team? For 3 bounty? I ended up using, I believe, pretty much his exact same team, but with Infernus. And I believe I used the red-purple one, if I'm not mistaken. The red-purple? No, the brown-yellow. Never mind. I mean, I used the brown-green, because I was using that to generate some purples that we could use. But yeah, I was using this guy in first slot, followed by Infernus, followed by the Silence, followed by that brown-green useless troop. I believe something along the lines of that is what I was using. I actually can't remember exactly what it is off the top of my head, but it was something like that. And of course, whatever next, in 3 more weeks, whatever team is used will probably be completely different, because we'll have a whole new 5th troop that we'll need to be using. That will have completely different colors, so we'll have to see what we need to build around that. Okay, what do we even need here? I don't really need the blue, so I'll take red instead. Rather get the Infernus mana. Oh, good, we double redded it. Get the yellow. And now we just need to find a brown or a yellow. And see if we can find that. I guess I'll try taking that. He's probably going to cast or something. No, why? Why would he block it from us? Luckily that's just sitting there. Throw the Infernus, throw the Gorgultha, go from there. He'll take a skull or something. We'll get the Gorgultha down. Silence. Don't you dare get that down. Good, pure silence as well. Take the purple, throw an Infernus. Be able to go take a skull or something. He doesn't even do that. It's kind of funny. He's still taking mana even when he has silence on everything. It's like the second time he went for it. Well, actually, he was slightly unsilenced that time, but still. Okay, speaking of that, let me go throw that down again. Didn't get a mass silence, but at least I got the most important one silenced. And that's matched. It should hit. Even if it doesn't burn, we'll kill him. Or the explosions, that works too. And yeah, pretty much matched. Just go and try getting 1 more cast off the Infernus. And then we just need 1 more cleanup cast. And that's match. 29 damage, down it goes. Are you planning on not getting any sleep to make sure you don't get bumped from top 100? Oh no, I'm not going to be doing that. We'll easily be able to just do the last of these battles and we should still be there. But no, the way I normally do these nights, well technically I am doing what you just said, even though I'm not intentionally doing what you just said. But I always stay up on Sunday nights, not because of that, but because I want to do the video on Monday. When the event switches over, I stay up so that I don't have to like go to bed and then be like tired in the morning to go do the video. I stay up the entire night and then record the event video thingy. So yeah, I would have already been up even if I wasn't intending to be up for that. But yeah, I guess I'll keep check on it. But no, I'm not buying any more battles, even if I don't make top 100. Like if someone passes me, I'm not going to spend 200 gems just to get 1 orb. Technically, I guess it would be 125 gems because 25 of them would, or 75 of them would be read and burst, but still, I'm probably not going to be doing that. And I think we'll have a big enough gap that it should be fine, even with what we currently have. Not too many people probably have their battles left, and we'll have like at least a 6-person lead. Let's see, what do we even need here? We'll go get a silence. Go grab that down. Move that over. I don't have a drop, do I? No, I did not. Or not a good drop. No, none of them give an extra turn. Oh, yeah, they do. What am I saying? There we go, perfect. Exactly what I needed. Move that over, get the Infernus. And now we just get his mana back up. Throw him again. Oh, should have taken those reds before I did that. Yeah, that would have been full mana. Luckily, that's still full mana. Oops, let me take that skull first. Take that green, because why not? And, oops, the wrong one. Throw the Infernus down. Come on, Infernus, go. I wasted the whole shot on him again, but oh well. I can't target where they go. And we'll throw the Gorgoltha down, get one more Infernus, and that's pretty much matched, other than Lamaya. There we go. One of them hit her directly, perfect, and we would get all of our mana back, and down she goes. And we should be able to find at least one more Raven, hopefully 2, because that would give us a decent amount more battles. Silence does not stop mana generation. It should. Unless something really weird happened with this patch that prevented it from doing so. But no, it should indeed prevent silence accumulation. You can also drain them while they're silenced as well. So you can lock their silence in place, or you can lock their mana in place and then do something like a Queen Mab and get the extra damage that you would normally do locked in, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I don't think things are still gaining mana while they're silenced. I've never seen that bug actually occur in this game, though that would be the first if it did. I haven't really been paying attention much to it. I've just been assuming it's been doing it correctly, this patch. Though, of course, things can change from version to version that completely break things that weren't already broken. Okay, move that down, get a bunch of yellows, leave everything else there. Get a freeze on him so we can follow up if he tries getting yellow somehow. And throw the Infernus down. I was hoping we could maybe get a Skull Poke out of it, but that's perfectly fine. We'll kill it with Infernus. And down it goes. And we even got a Skull follow-up, even if it didn't. He just skulls us. Do we go for Silence? Not really. We just Gorgoltha it. What if he kills us this turn? And we don't get it to hit him? Speaking of almost killing us, there he goes. A huge amount of damage. I guess we'll try getting a Silence here. Actually, before I do, let me just go Infernus kill him. Take the purple, 1 mana off, take the yellow, bunch of mana off, take that, throw the yellow again, that's match, and throw that down and dead. Almost dead. 1 more left, last slot once again. We can kill it with anything. Here, have a silence, and down it goes. I was actually not up against freeze on today's yellow day, but it definitely would have wrecked me a little bit if we were using freeze. That would have been a little bit annoying. Also, what is top 50? I'm kind of curious, even though it barely gives anything better. The only thing that's really decent is 20 plus, because that's when you start getting the additional orbs. Wow, we'd have to do almost double as much as we did, which means we'd have to have thrown about 1,000 more gems down to be able to get 1 additional orb. And what is top 50? Top 50 is actually about what I'm at. A little bit lower though, or a little bit higher, I mean. But where are we right now? Oh, we haven't even hit the thing because we still need 1 more battle. It's funny. Anyways, let me go do that 1 more battle. Hello, Ray Gray. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. If anyone has any questions, team builds you want me to mess around with, or anything, let me know. And we'll definitely make sure to go over them. It's gonna feel weird, because now that we had Guild War back for a week, and then we don't have Guild Wars next week, I'm still not used to that. Like, having Guild Wars and then not having Guild Wars. Okay, we'll go throw a Gorgoltha down. Get Infernus. Oh, he gets free skull. He didn't even go for it. He had a free skull just sitting there and he didn't even go for it. Weird. Yeah, he's been acting really weird as of the last few patches, but we'll go throw that one down. Oops, come on, throw it. Here we go. Get the full silence. Get a Gorgoltha in there. Get the Infernus. He'll just drop some stuff. Get the Valkyrie. And we'll just go throw this in for a little bit of damage. And he'll just poke us. We'll poke him back. We'll go for maybe a Gorgoltha or something. Sure, we'll go for that. Why not? Hopefully he doesn't do something weird here. Sure, silence. Yes, we got the whole team silence. Very nice. Get the Infernus back down. Been having a really sniffling nose lately. I don't know if you guys can hear it through the mic. Hopefully not. Might need to like adjust my mic settings so that sniffle doesn't keep coming through. Like for tomorrow's video and everything. I was recording something earlier for some other video I'll probably be uploading tomorrow. That's not Gems of War related. But I like kept sniffling and I wasn't going to re-record the entire thing just to not do the sniffles. I was like, well, that's a fail. I'll make sure to try to do something to the mic to make sure that it doesn't sniffle constantly. We'll go throw that down. And there we go, it'll die off a burn, and down it goes. Any idea what troop is on the raid tomorrow? Oh, we went over it earlier. It's a troop that does 3 to 5 times more damage based on Ascension, and it freezes a random enemy on the team. That 3 to 5 times is, of course, against the raid boss, and the freeze is whatever ends up hitting. Though, if it happens to freeze the raid boss by the 1 in 4 chance, it does absolutely nothing, because the raid boss is immune to it. But if it happens to hit something else, then it would be useful. But yeah, it's pretty much like the same thing like the Panda, except you don't have Barrier. You have a random freeze instead. So it's actually weaker than the Panda, but though it does have Fast Trait, which is quite useful. It also has Armor Piercing, which if you could ever actually get it to the raid boss, would be pretty useful for it too, because you'd be able to hit right through its armor. And you'd be able to probably one-shot it that way, with an attack buff. Or maybe even without an attack buff, if you had it like maxed out. Yeah, I believe I'm only buying up to pack 3 or 4. I don't think I need to go any further than that. I'm still not sure which one I'll be going for. Probably pack 4, just so we can get a few more battles in to do throughout the week, as well as, I don't know how many my guild is going to be getting. Even though it is required, I still don't know, because there's no real way to actually see how many each person is buying. I can only determine it by their score. So in case some people are kind of slacking a bit, I do need to make sure I get the slightly higher pack, just in case, because we definitely need to get every reward. I'll go throw that down in this match. What is the Kingdom troop type for the raids? It is Glacial Peaks, as well as the event key drop pool. So if you don't have any Glacial Peak troops, or none of the good ones, you can open event keys next week to try to get a bunch of them. But yeah, raids are always based on Kingdom, and invasions are always based on the, what's it called? The troop type. So, for example, next week will be the Glacial Peaks, and then the following week for the troop type will be... Let me just check real quick. The troop type for the following week will be Elemental? Yeah, it looks like Elemental from what I can tell. So yeah, this week, or raids will be Glacial Peaks, then invasions will be Elementals. Kind of interesting. There's a lot of elementals out there. Also, do you know what an elemental is? We can use Infernus for it. It's probably going to completely decimate everything. Not sure if that's actually going to be what I'll be using. Because I don't know if they'll actually be good against towers. I assume so. It can't burn it, but it still has ridiculously good damage output and mana generation. Yeah, that'll be fun, messing with elementals. There's actually quite a few combinations that you can do with elementals. Almost every... Well, I shouldn't say every kingdom, but... There are a lot of kingdoms that have a small amount of elementals that you would be able to use. And like I mentioned, like some of them are ridiculously good, like Infernus. Alright, let's go, and I'm actually going to silence him. Specifically this, and hope that everything else gets silenced. Never mind. Okay, we won't get it. Out of safety's sake, let me kill it now. And just, I do not need it invading the battle. That counts as 2 battles worth of battles. I did not need to risk it off of that. That is 6,400 points per Val Raven that escapes. We've lost about 9,000 points so far. We lost 1 battle when I was using 3 troops when I should have been using 2. And we lost 1 Val Raven, which is technically 2 battles, because each Val Raven is 2 battles worth of battles. Anyways, we'll throw in a Furnace and a Smash. And obviously I've lost this final battle 0 times, because it's so ridiculously easy with 2 troops like this. As well as with a Sunbird if you don't have this option. Anyways, so far so good. We're number 2094 now. 2094. But yeah, it looks like we'll reach about almost 300,000, it looks like. Wait, even more. We still have 6 battles. That's about 8 battles. How many is that? 8 times 3,200. Let's see. That plus 3,200... That would be 306,000, assuming 1 more Raven. 306. Where would that put us? That would actually bring us all the way to 70th place. So yeah, I think we're pretty much good to go. That is definitely too many packs that we bought, that is for sure. 306th place. I think we're going to be good to go, that is for sure. Anyways, let's go back to mini games. And oh, I still haven't done dungeons yet. Let me go do that now before I forget. It's Diamond Day. This is the worst possible day to ever forget it. So let me not forget. It only takes like 2-3 minutes, so might as well do it now. Okay, go take a skull. Go throw a firebomb down. Go get that cascade. Taking a yellow. Get a sunbird. Almost dead. One more burst. We'll take it. 1 mana off. And sunbird dead. If they ever make a troop type divines, it should, the perfect team. I know there are so many really overpowered divine teams you could end up using for it. Oh yeah, you could end up using the team I use for PvP too. I forgot about that. That's funny. Yeah, divines are amazingly good these days. They keep adding a bunch of mythics that are divine, plus they added Divine Isabella, which just made them insane. And yeah, they've always been pretty good, divines in general. They've always been very tanky troops, even before traits or anything came out. Though divines didn't really get too many good traits. It's the only slight bad thing. Okay, we'll throw that over. It's actually one of the reasons why you normally don't see too many divines. Until Divine Isabella came around, there weren't really any divines with, like, excessively good traits. We'll go throw that down. But Divine Isabella basically just put all of them together. Same way that Forest Guardian basically made, what is this insect here? What is that? 1 second. Oh, I thought that was a spider a while back. It's one of those, like, little beetle thingies. It's been on my laptop for like 2 hours now. I saw it earlier, and I thought it was a spider, but no, it's just a little beetle thingy. Okay, I'll let him be. Though if he keeps getting, he's like right on top of me. Anyways, it's like a little microscopic-sized beetle. We'll go move that over. It's annoying though because it keeps crawling over my laptop. It's gonna try shutting down the laptop. Okay, we'll go and go get one more sunbird down. Can you stop infinitely looping goblins? I know that's your thing, but did he seriously just get a kill? Are we seriously about to lose a battle? I have not lost we're about to, actually. I have not lost a battle like this for a very long amount of time. Can't remember the last time. Luckily, we didn't lose. Barely. Almost. Very close to a lose. But there we go. Anyways, not like it matters. We can do it infinite amount of times with no backlash, so. Of course, best day to go throw your 50 gems on this is on Diamond Day. Get a bunch of diamonds, get a bunch of gems, celestial trait stone souls, shards, all that kind of good stuff. But anyways, that's that. Let me go continue with the bounty hunt grind. And we have 6 more hours for that. 5 hours, 57 minutes exactly. Though we're definitely going to finish that out. We're going to finish it in like 10 minutes or so. Okay, what do we even need here? What do we take? What do we take? I guess we'll move the purple over. Take the green over to the blue. Grab that down. Do we even bother with the silence? Probably not. Reds? Red, sure. Take a red, take a red. He'll take whatever. Throw in a furnace at him. Go from there. Furnace it down. Take a purple. Double check the board. Did we go for it? Yeah. Take the brown. Go poke. Explode. And furnace. Silence him. Doesn't silence the team, oh well. Take a yellow, yes. Infernus, kill him. Don't target him directly. That's a waste of damage. Okay, we'll move the other red because why not? Get a free burn. And that's pretty much match. Go throw explosion down. Get another Infernus. And 1 more hit will do it. Or 2 more. 1 more. There we go. But 1 cast, 2 hits. Same difference. And yeah, we should be able to get 1 more Raven. Hopefully 2, but 1 is plenty. Raid boss and invasion event is just for limited time. No, they will be around forever. Unless they, yeah, they're pretty much going to be around forever. But they run on a cycle system. They run tri-weekly with Guild Wars. So basically every week it'll be a different one of those 3. So this week is Guild Wars, then it's raids, then it's invasions, then it's Guild Wars again, then raids, then invasions, and it keeps repeating over and over like that forever. That is how it is running. So technically, I guess in a way, they're a limited time. Same as a lot of the things they added in the most recent patch. The Vault event only occurs once a month for the weekend. The Bounty Hunter event only occurs once a month for the weekend. invasions and raids, which they added, occur once every 3 weeks, and they take place over top of Guild Wars instead of Guild Wars. And then every 3rd week you just have normal Guild Wars like we've had forever. Or I shouldn't say forever. Guild Wars is still pretty recent of a content. Well, it depends how you consider recent. But they added Guild Wars about 1.5 years ago. Almost like a year and a few months ago was when Guild Wars was first added to the game. Like a guild a month ago, a year in 1 month, a year in 2 months, somewhere around there, like 13, 14 months, what I'm trying to say. Okay, we got an Infernus down. He's gonna get that tank up, isn't he? I don't want him to. Yeah, he got it. Rip. Okay. It's not really that big a deal, but it makes him a lot tankier. We could have just, like, pretty much killed him, but now we have to deal with everything over again, as far as his durability. I needed, like, 1 mana. We'll just take that over, I guess. There we go. Perfect. Very nice. And then just Gorgolfa into full mana, and that's pretty much team wipe. He might get a Gorgolfa kill here. Not much I could do about that. I guess I could silence him, but oh well. That would slow us down the pace of the battle. Throw that down and then tap it for the kill. And there we go. Does the transaction for that actually not work on console? That's weird. I thought people were saying on console that it's it costs not money but actually gems instead, like 150 gems or something instead of costing money. Could have sworn someone ended up saying that, or maybe it was just on the Xbox version or the PS4 version, one or the other. I'm pretty sure someone ended up mentioning that earlier. Okay, we'll go take a yellow here. I wouldn't know for sure though because I've never played on any of the console versions. And move that over. We'll go take a brown. Take that. Get a Gorgolfa. Oh, PS4 does gems. Okay, I see. I see. Okay, he'll do that. Get a Valkyrie down. We'll go and get a silence. Oops, that's not a silence. Throw that down. Get an Infernus. Go ahead and need Gorgolfa for full mana. Hopefully we'll get full mana off it. Get the burn so we actually get some damage going. Take that down. Get the Infernus. Get a Gorgolfa. Get an Infernus once again. And a little mana short. No extra turns either, so we'll just throw that down. Hey, he's about to kill my silencer. That's not nice. Luckily we don't really need it. Maybe I'll throw it down, just out of safety's sake, but we already have enough damage. That's probably not going to matter. Yeah, it's not going to matter. Never mind. We'll kill it with it. Oh, he's going to get 1 cast off. He doesn't go for it, though. And we'll throw the Infernus, and that's pretty much dead. Or dead. 1 to 2. No, we didn't get a skull off it, but we can take that one. And down it goes. There we go. Okay. And we still have 3 remaining. Probably a few more because of the Valraven. And yeah, we're in a pretty solid position at this point. I don't really think we're going to fall off. So sweet. We'll get to open a orb tomorrow during the video. I'll go open it then for when I do the morning video thingy. Since we don't have any event keys or anything to open, at least we'll have that little chaos orb thing. Well, anyways, we'll go throw that down. Go throw the Gorgolfa. Get an Infernus. Get another Gorgolfa. Get another Infernus. Oh, if we could keep doing that over and over again, we'd be good to go on any battle we ever do. Move that down, double check the board, Gorgolfa. I don't even think I need a silence. He has 0 mana at the moment. Okay, now I might need to. Yeah, now I need to. Okay. Wow, he got mana quick. Now we kill it with Gorgolfa. Silence his entire team, so we're good to go. Very lucky on that part. Get the Infernus. Oh, I couldn't get an extra turn there. That would have been full mana too, if we got all that red. Off an extra turn, and then we just go into Infernus. And now we just have to kill Lumia, and we have an Infernus for that. There we go, all the mana we need. And down it goes. I could have sworn that it was more towards February. I guess it was done a little bit later. But I don't keep track of when every single update occurred. Like, I couldn't even possibly guess when maps were first introduced to the game. I know it's version 1.05 when maps were introduced to the game. But, like, I can't remember much more than just that. Like, exact date I wouldn't be able to remember. There's been a lot of major updates in this game. Okay, we'll go throw Gorgolfa down. There is a list on some of the websites where Gems of War database, I believe, has the most up-to-date one that's like fully filled out. But people have been kind of keeping track of basically every single update and what it brought and when it occurred and all that kind of stuff, which is kind of cool. A link to it's actually the first link in the description below. Oh wait, no, it's not. Never mind. But it's gemsofwardatabase.com is the one, not the one in the description. The one in the description is the spoiler thread. Oops, I forgot to go silence him. Luckily, he went for a skull. We'll go to that. Get a Gogoltha down. Great, we got to silence the entire team. Oh wait, that's not good. Let me go and drain him. I forgot about the Raven. We'll go to that. And Infernus, very nice. Please kill it. Good, perfect. Hit him exactly as we needed to. He didn't get more durability because he's silenced, and he dies. And another Infernus for the kill, and an extra turn, very nice. And down he goes. And hey, another 2. So that brings us back to 3. And yeah, that's pretty much all we'll be getting. Maybe we'll get another Val Raven, though it's not really needed at this point. But if we do, we'll obviously play them out. We're going to move that over. I still haven't done all the PvP yellows yet for this week. I might just not either do it, or I'll just do it later tonight. I'm kind of just chilling and waiting for the event to come around. Okay, we'll go take the yellow. Get a Gogoltha down. He'll do whatever. It'll be a perfect time to go record the other video I wanted to go do, too. Also, I'll probably be covering the, what's it called? The, hopefully by this Thursday or the following Sunday, that one really big video I've been wanting to do for a while for Gems of War, because I wanted to wait for raids to basically occur before I ever did a video on it, because I wanted everything from 3.3 to be out already. But the video going over basically the full progression of Gems of War and what you need to do at what level range and all that, it's a really complicated video, which is why I've been putting it off for a while, but I do finally want to get around to that. Okay. It's also one of the few videos I'd probably ever have to do for Gems of War watch. You have to, like, edit it a lot. Well, maybe not a lot, but compared to me doing 0 editing on almost every video I ever do, it is a lot in comparison, because I am really bad at editing. I actually don't even have a proper program for doing it. I just use, like, random free programs, which I just haven't really bothered getting an actual program for it, as I edit so rarely that I don't really need one. Is the week of the Fae tomorrow? Yes, the Fae week starts tomorrow. It is starting in 5 hours and something minutes. 5 hours and 47 minutes. It will be the Fae event starting, as well as the raid boss thing and all that. Basically, the whole weekly event switchover that occurs every week. Anyways, how many battles do we have? 2? I think we have 2, unless we get another thingy. So let me go do that. Fight, and it does look like we'll reach 300,000. So now we'll know as well for next time. We know that we scored this much with this many packs. So I need to calculate out how many points we'll need for next time once they do the full amount. And kind of compare it to how many we scored this time around. Oops, I should have taken a blue. Could have gone blue and yellow. But I'll need to compare this score now to the total amount we'll need next week. Because for any of you that don't know, it actually required less points this week than it normally will to do Bounty Hunter. The reason for this is... since no one has any Bounty Hunter troops, or at least prior to this time, no one had any Bounty Hunter troops, they deliberately lowered the amount of points you would need, simply because, well, no one has them, or at least prior, no one had them, so no one really had any stockpiled or anything. And for that reason, they deliberately made the amount of points slightly lower, which was nice of them, but they'll be making it slightly higher, unfortunately, for all following weeks. So even though we were able to easily reach the final reward, we might actually still need as many battles as we did this time, like to get to 300,000 or something, in order to reach them all. We had the exact amount that we needed this week. I think it was 225,000, I want to say, 250, somewhere around there. But next week is going to be, they said about 20 to 25% higher, which 20 to 25% higher is actually 300,000, which means the exact amount of packs that we bought would be enough. Not to mention we'd have even higher bonuses for next week compared to this week, because we'll have 2 troops that are mythic instead of 1, because we'll have this guy to use, as well as the new raid boss that will most likely get to mythic. So we'll already be good to go on that. And let's go grab that down, and Infernus for the kill, and that'll be match. And unless we get a Val Raven next match, that is the end of our first ever Bounty Hunter. And yep, final battle. These have lasted a while though, a very long while. We put like, what, 6, 7, maybe even 8 hours into Bounty Hunter this week to get all the rewards from it. Was it worth the time? Slightly. For newer players, probably not, but for late game players who really only need those orbs and the vault keys and all that kind of stuff. I found it to be worth it. I definitely enjoyed it, though I wish the final battle was not this repetitive. They need to do something about it. That's the only really bad thing about this game mode, is this final battle. Everything leading up to it's nice, but this final battle is really, really bad. I hate it. They can't just make the exact same battle, the last battle, the exact same thing every time. That makes the least amount of sense out of anything they've done in this update. Okay, we'll go and throw... Actually, there are some things that make even less sense, but it's one of the most mind-boggling things that they did this update. Is why on earth is Bounty Hunter's final battle the exact same thing every time? Yeah, all the battles you do prior to that are not the same. I would assume it would be the other way around, where the final battle would be the more unique, interesting one, whereas everything else would be more towards the same. Anyways, let's go and throw the Gorgotha down and get an Infernus, and that's smash for like a little poke at it. And we did not get a Val Raven, so that is our final Bounty Hunter battle. And there's our final score of 300,000 something. What's that? 300,006. Yep, there we are. And we're not getting any higher than that, though I think that's perfectly fine. 306,160 is where we're ending for the week. And as I mentioned earlier, that is exactly rank 70, which is where we're at now. So now 31 people would have to pass us at this point, which I don't really foresee happening. So yeah, we're pretty much good to go at this point. Wonder who we knocked down. I don't know. Oh no, that one name from AWRian got knocked out. I think we knocked him out. I don't see him on the leaderboard anymore. Or maybe he went upwards. But, oh yeah, there he is. Never mind, he went upwards, that's why. So, but yeah, there we go. That's raids for the week. Who won the first? Yeah, Demon Angel tried for it. He didn't end up reaching it. I think he gave up, though, because there's actually quite a bit of gap now between those. This guy's just going so hard on it. Look at that. He has like a 200,000 gap over second place. Maybe second place gave up too. Hard to tell. But, yeah, that's a lot. That would have to be at minimum 500,000 gems spent. Probably even more than that. Yeah, that is a lot to try to get that power orb, but some people do really want it to try to craft a Zugoff and everything. It's going to be quite prestigious to even own one, as well as whoever actually crafts the first one as well. Yeah, it could still be months before the first person even crafts the first one. It takes a very, very long amount of time, that is for sure. Anyways, the only other thing we really have to do this event is finish out the yellows, which I still haven't bothered doing, mainly because I've been in Bounty Hunter so much I haven't been doing any PvP. So I guess we'll go grind out the last little bit of that. Probably won't be doing that all in this stream. Probably just going to play a few more battles and end it there. Because obviously, if we're going to grind out that entire thing, if we're just playing random PvP battles, that could take like an hour or two. Which I don't want to do all right now at the moment. Okay, we'll go through... oh, we'll just get the convert there. Get that down. Get the skull over. Throw the Infernus. Please go. There we go. And throw it right into the other thing. Take a skull. Take a skull. Take another skull. Throw the Infernus. Now that they're condensed, and it's pretty much dead. Get one more hit down. Could you imagine if we actually did use this within raids? I mean, in invasions, like someone wasn't mentioning. Like if it was all divine, that actually would be pretty funny. Though I think this team would lose against it eventually. Well, actually, maybe not, because invasions are towers, so yeah, this team actually would be a little bit decent against it. The only thing it would be bad against is that 75% reduction tower. That'd be like its biggest counter. Okay, what do I even need here? Movements, movements. Wow, whoops, I just gave him so much yellow to go remove from the board. Oh, there goes Infernus. I'll go take all that down. Grab all that. I have no yellows to go take because he removed them all. Let me do a Mercy because he's about to get drained. Or she's about to get drained. Throw this down. Go get Diviner down, and then we can move from there. That was an extra turn, apparently. And because I don't have Diviner in first slot, she gets drained again. Luckily, we got Infernus up. I did not have enough damage to go kill him, though. Or do I? No? Yes, I do. That's a kill. Excuse me. Yeah. Big sneeze. What do I even need? Yeah, we'll throw that down, why not? And Infernus, and go from there. Hello, Cherry Top, welcome. Oh wait, is that an ant? Oh, it's an ant! Is that really an ant? Okay, I need to kill it. It's on my screen now, it's being annoying. Sorry, ant. Where'd you go? I'm getting it. Sorry, ant. You're being too big of a nuisance. Did I get it? I don't even know if I got it. Now I smudged the screen some. Fail. I'll need to clean my screen later. It needs the cleaning anyways. Poor ant. There's this really ridiculously small one that was being annoying. It's been bothering me for like the last 3 hours now. But, bye, ant. I don't even know if I got it. I assume I did. I'll find out in another hour if he's still going around. But, anyways. What was I doing? Oh yeah, killing yellows in PvP. Can we just go to casual and find a bunch of them? Come on, 4 yellows. Refresh. There has to be someone setting 4 yellow. Why is no one setting 4 yellows to defend? I might just have to take 2 yellows and be happy with it. Sure, we'll just take this. I'm starting to repick too much. Let's keep repicking until we find double yellows, I guess. Well, I normally don't try to kill them. I try the best I can not to. But if they keep doing it over and over and over again, I normally do. But if I just blow it, I'm just blowing it into my workspace. So that wouldn't really solve the problem. But yeah, I'm normally pretty good about not killing them. Most of the time. It's only when they're being very, very annoying that I just have to remove them. Especially if it's a spider. Other insects I don't normally mind as much, but spiders, once they leave their corner, they're dead. Okay. We'll go move that over. Like if I see one in the middle of my floor, nope. Completely nope. Let's see. We'll go and take the... I don't want to convert out green. I'll just do brown then. We'll go for that convert. Get that going. Get some skulls. Pick the skull. Throw in a furnace at it. Let's match. Yeah, it looks like we'll gain another level. Do we stick with casual or do we go to normal PvP? I don't know. Casual we can get more yellow kills, but it doesn't seem like many people are really using yellows. Which is a problem, because that's exactly what I need to be doing right now. Come on, people. Where's all your yellows? There we go. That's what I want to see. 4 wild winged bison. If I really wanted to, I could just leave this battle right here. And basically just keep letting them summon. Is that worth it? I don't think that's worth it. No. No, that's not going to be worth it. We'll just move that over. Level 1 spider versus level 20 shoe. No, I don't use shoes or anything. I don't really just use like a tower or something. Sometimes I'll even like capture them and try moving them somewhere else. It depends on how big they are. We'll go move that one. Problem is it's really hard to capture and safely move very small ones. So normally I just have to kill them, unfortunately. What do we do? Also, if they look poisonous, they normally die. If they look even remotely poisonous. We'll go throw that down. Get the Infernus down. Because there's Black Widows and everything by me too, so... those you definitely don't want around. We'll go move that, get an Infernus. See if we have any alignment. Get that. Get an Infernus. And slowly but surely we shall work towards that event. Repick. Yeah, we'll take this. That's 2. Good enough. Any with 2+, I think is fine. And these are weaker battles too, so they go a little bit quicker, which is nice. Not much quicker, but slightly quicker. Still better than not slightly quicker. We'll go throw that down. Take the skull. Throw it in Infernus. What is this board? I might as well go get a Mercy on it. Get an Infernus. Go from there. Actually, probably could have gotten a convert there, but oh well. Skull over. Furnace, dead. And dead. There we go. They stick to themselves? They stick to their web things. I haven't seen multiple of them near each other before, though. Like, normally whenever I see a Black Widow, it's just a single one in the random, like, corner or something. Their webs are really, very thick, too. It's quite a bit different than what a normal spider web is. Or at least the normal spiders I see around. I don't know what the other ones are named. I just call them normal spiders. I'll go through that down. Let's see. I'm no spider expert, that's for sure. Go move that. Throw that over. Take that. Sure, we'll throw that. Why not? Get some skulls. Too bad it's Gorgulfa there, but can't really help that. I don't have any way of moving him with this team. Get Infernus down. And it's pretty much match. Oh, he's gonna get Dawnbringer. I don't have a silence or anything. Let me go take this first then. If we get Divine Isabella, perfect. That's match. Dead. No shield for you. Okay, move that over. Throw an Infernus. Move that over. And all the damage gets concentrated on him. And that's match. There we go. And how many does that bring us to? There we go. Let's take this triple and see how far we've gotten. I think we're at about 240 or 250 or so. Yeah, I'll probably just do the rest off stream while I'm like watching random stuff like YouTube's. Let's see. We'll go do that. Also, I still need to go record that thing later tonight as well. Not just the Gems of War video, but the other one I wanted to do. I'm gonna move that because I do want to start trying to cover some other games too. Mostly probably old school RuneScape, mainly because I noticed how well the videos have been doing recently, and they're actually not too bad to do. I wouldn't say that they're easy. They're definitely harder to do than a normal Gems of War video, but the player base of that game is just so ridiculously more concentrated. So I might as well do videos on it occasionally for guides that don't exist anywhere. It's been working pretty well. Helps make a little bit of extra money to pay the bills, that's for sure. Okay, we'll go and throw that down. Let's see. We'll get a Mercy in there. Get that, throw the red. Get that down. And what else we need? Move that over. And that's matched. Throw the Infernus in there. And down it goes. And yeah, that should bring us to almost there. And I guess I'll do it for the 9 event keys. 9 event keys is actually pretty nice of a reward. Yeah, we need 55 more, so I'll probably just do all those later. We did pretty much everything else we need to go do for now. We did out raids, we did out Bounty Hunter. I mean, we did out Bounty Hunter, we did out Guild Wars. We did the dungeon. Don't forget the dungeon. Diamond Day is the worst day to forget it. And Guild Wars, where is Guild Wars at the moment? How are we doing? Yeah, we're still in 4th. Doesn't really matter too much where we placed. 3rd to 8th is exactly the same thing. If you place anywhere from 3rd to 8th, nothing different happens. If you get 9th or 10th here, or 20th here, you end up moving down, and if you get the top 2, you end up moving back up to the big one. But all the gem amounts are the exact same thing for all of these places. So from 3rd to 8th, it makes no difference in this particular bracket. But anyways, yeah, we already got perfect score for once. Didn't get number 1, but we are still getting another perfect weekend. I think this is like our 5th, 6th, maybe 7th perfect week, 8, I don't even know. I kind of lost track of how many perfect weeks of Guild Wars we've gotten. Though there were quite a few shaky battles this time around that I probably did deserve to lose. Have I played Hearthstone? Yes, we've actually streamed it some in the past and done a little bit of content for it. Not too much because I'm a complete noob at the game. I was just kind of playing it casually for fun. And we done some streams and stuff. You could probably still see them on my channel. If you type in, I'm actually curious. If you type in, I forget if I did them all on Twitch or if I did some of them on YouTube. I think I did some of them on YouTube. Not that many though. Let me see. If I go type in YouTube, and if I go type in Tacet the Terror YouTube, Tacet the Terror Hearthstone, I think something will come up. Hearthstone. But yeah, we have in the past. I haven't played it for like a year and a half now. No? Why is it not coming up? Oh yeah, we have done some. Yeah, we have done some videos on it. I think like 1, 2, 3. I think I did a good majority of it back while I was still on Twitch though, not on YouTube. So, but yeah, we have done it in the past. But no, I haven't played it for like a year and a half, maybe even 2 years at this point. It's a fun little card game. Didn't really get like excessively into it in any way though. It's fun to mess around with. Okay, we'll go take that. Oh, what else do we need? Don't know where to move. I'll just do it on red. Probably one of the worst colors to do it on, but not too many other options there. And now we'll get a Mercy, hopefully. Oh, good, we actually turned it. Oh, I don't have a follow-up, though. No. Okay. Do I just do this and hope we get lucky? Sure. Also, I need to keep putting... I keep forgetting to put these two switched whenever we're up against a Scion. Those two always need to switch positions if you're fighting it against Scion. And I always forget to do it. Oh, he almost got full... Oh, he did get full mana. Really? He did not just do that. Wow. He killed my Infernus, which is almost all of my damage. Luckily, we could still skull kill him. It takes a lot longer to do so. Yeah, we don't really have any good moves. Let's do that over. Do I get rid of reds? No, because this time I definitely need to keep the reds on the board. So we'll throw a Mercy so we can throw a Diviner. And with that Diviner, we'll go get all our mana, hopefully. He ruined it for me. Never mind. I need Divine Isabella, obviously. So we'll go move that over. Take a skull, very nice. Just need one more hit before he gets a before he gets a famine. Throw that down, and hopefully we have skull to red alignment. Or green, so we could extra turn at least. Or none, because it doesn't want to do anything. So we'll go move that, move that. Nope, still none. Really? I guess I mercy and let the turn pass and then do it all for that. Oh, but then he gets mana. Oh, I almost gave him full mana. Well, now he does, but I need a way of killing him right now. And I don't believe I do. That is actually quite unfortunate. Go move that. Come on, Diviner. You have to have somewhere to go. It's not red. No, you do not. How on earth is there this much red on the board without having 3 reds to skull combination anywheres? I don't know what we do here. I guess I give him the board and just hope he doesn't plow down my team. So we do that. And now he'll get like 5 skulls in a row. But we got his famine killed. Well, that was a lot of damage, but that was kind of to be expected from giving him an entire board of free skulls. And now all we have to do is just poke him once and we're good to go. And there's our poke, and that's match. And dead. Well, that was a really shaky battle for no reason, but there we go. Only for 1 event gem too, fail. And let's go for this 1 revenge battle. Oh, it only has a Gurgotha on it. Only 1 yellow. Plus it's gonna tank like crazy. We do have mercy, so I will go for that immediately. Go grab a little bit of manas. Double check anything else we might have laying around, which isn't really like almost anything. We'll go take that. Get Infernus in there and kind of just move from there. Yeah, Hearthstone is really pay to win, from what I saw from it. And the grind time is like 2 years or so to really get to where the current state of everyone else is. Gems of War has a pretty high time too, but it's a lot shorter. It's about 6 months or so, is about the amount of time you would need to play the game to look like a end game account that has most of the things to really work with. But yeah, it's about 6 months or so. But yeah, with Hearthstone, even after like a year, it's like, wow, my account barely has moved anywhere. And with how the system works in that game too, even if you do spend that year and then finally get to a point where, oh good, I finally have some good decks, they keep changing it every single year so that you can't use all the older stuff. So, well, then you have to go grind everything again, and then it's just an endless cycle that doesn't ever let you do it. Because at least in Gems of War, you do get to use everything that you ever get. Some things may be completely useless because it's so outdated and hasn't been updated for ages, but still, you can still very easily, like if you get a Dragon Soul now, you can, or if you would have gotten one like 2 years ago when it first came out, you'd still be able to use it just as well today. Actually, Dragon Soul almost feels more powerful than it is today than when it got released, because they actually did a buff nerf to it, the most recent patch, where they changed his final trait finally, but in doing so, they actually technically made it more powerful, because now it transforms into a, instead of reviving itself, it has a 50% chance to revive into a baby dragon with full mana. And then that baby dragon could transform into any troop in the game, including a Dragon Soul, but also just any other useful dragon. And most dragons are legendary, so that works out quite nicely. Dragons and Daemons, if I'm not mistaken, have the most amount of legends out of any other troop typing. Okay, what do we need here? Yeah, we'll go throw that down, and any poke will take it out. Even with a skull reduction, makes no difference whatsoever. You've been playing for 2 months and can beat every team but Famine. Yeah, there are a couple of card combinations you can get that, once you get them, start destroying everything in the game. One of those is Double Dwarven Gate Valkyrie Tesla. Basically, the second you get a Tesla, you can defeat everything in the entire game in Gems of War. Even people that are max stats, level 1,200, stuff like that. Hey, we actually got an event key. Very rarely that we see that. That was from Defend Rewards. Every 60 of them gives an event key. Really old part of the PvP system. That's probably going to be overhauled. It actually still says 59 because it's kind of glitched. But once we get another one, it will say 1. Because right now it's actually 0 out of 60. But I don't think it's capable of showing 0 out of 60. So it still shows 59 out of 60 until we get another one. In which case it will show 1 out of 60. It's kind of weird and bugged. But yeah, we finally got another one of those event key things. That's what that was from. And your bonuses actually do apply to those soul and gold gain. Even though it's barely any amount. But still, hey, a little bit of extra. Why not? Anyways, guys. I'm going to be heading off for tonight, unless anyone had any other questions or anything you want me to go over. But yeah, Tomorrow will be the start of the Glacial Peaks event, as well as raids for the week. Definitely a okay week to throw event keys at, if and only if you need freeze options. Queen Mab is the best thing in a drop pool that you'd be able to get, and Skady is also there if you were wanting to get her for whatever reason, though do keep in mind it would probably be quite expensive to try to get her, so be wary of that as far as how many event keys you would need to throw down. But yeah, if you don't have a freeze option, next week you will have plenty, just from opening some event keys. Raids will be related to Glacial Peak, so you'll need to use a pure Glacial Peaks team. As far as what to use for that, I'm not even fully certain what I'll be running with. It's probably going to be the Rage Troop itself, with some kind of mana-generating weapon like the Mountain Crusher or the new weapon that's coming into the game. Not sure which one specifically. Probably be using Archer class fully traded in first slot so we can get those instant kills. And as far as the rest of the team, I'm not really that certain on what I'll be using, because Glacial Peaks lacks all forms of mana generation, like whatsoever. There really aren't that many good options here. No mana generation, horrible mana generator, none, horrible, horrible, none, none. Some if it kills, though pretty horrible. None, none. Good, but it can only be cast once. Horrible, horrible, and none. So that's every option we have. Which is, of course, basically none. And neither of the two new troops that are coming in have any form of mana generation either. So yeah, it's going to be really weird how it'll pan out. The battles are actually going to be quite difficult. Not because of they're going to be challenging in that they're going to be, like, you know, just normally difficult. It's going to be difficult because there's nothing to use that's viable, which is going to be quite unfortunate. But yeah, we'll see what we do. Queen Map is going to be useless in the game mode. Ice Golem might be okay due to skull reduction. I almost want to bring out Borealis almost for the triple damage it has and build something around that. Also, something really funny we might be able to do is... oh, no, never mind. We wouldn't be able to get the full combo. Or would we? You have Hunter's Mark, don't you? Oh, we can. I can do Frostling into Winter Wolf into Cauldron. That would probably be the clunkiest team I've ever seen. But it would allow Frostling to deal 400 something damage. Because we'd be able to double the damage to 54. Then we'd be able to get a 2x, 2x, 2x. And the way that 2x gets calculated in this game are actually multiplicit. Or at least for when they're on an ability. So it'll do 2x for the enemy being frozen. 2x for the enemy being freezed. So now we're up to 4x. And then another 2x for it being webbed. I mean for a Hunter's Mark that we can apply via the Winter Wolf. But instead of doing 6x, it actually multiplies that 2x over. So it'll actually be 8x. It'll do 4 times 2, which will be 8, obviously. And yeah, that'll be 8 times whatever its damage is. We throw a Cauldron on it. That doubles its attack. That's 54 attack. And it's probably even more because it's going to probably have a 10% or maybe even 20% bonus next week. Probably 10%. It'll probably be Glacial Peaks plus Fae. I would assume would be the two that get 10%. Though I don't know until it actually occurs. But yeah, he'll probably have 10%. So yeah, that's going to be like, what, 56 damage or so then? 54 would be what it currently is. Yeah, let's just say 56. Let's say he gets about 10%. Actually, then in that case, it would be 58 then. So that would be 58 times 8. What is that? Let me calculate that real quick, because I can't do that in my head. Well, I kind of can, but can't at the moment. It's too late. Let's see. 464. So if we actually did that combo, it would take a lot of setup, and probably wouldn't be worth it. But if we truly wanted to do that, we would be able to hit 464 per Frostling Skull. It would take so much setup, but we would instantly kill everything that is less than 464 durability, which, yeah, we'd be able to go pretty far with that. Will I be using that combo? Maybe? I don't know. It's probably not viable enough. It takes way too long to set up, to the point that Zugov would probably have destroyed half our team by the time we even get it. And then again, if the Zugov aims at our Frostling, well, there goes the entire team, because the whole team was built around it. So probably not worth it. It could also easily get death touched and stuff like that. So, I don't know. But it is a strategy that could be used, and I'm pretty sure someone out there is going to try using it. Probably not the most viable of options, but there aren't really too many options, so... got to go for some of the more desperate strategies that are really strange, but pretty funny. Anyways, that is one thing that you could actually run. Anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later. Have a wonderful week. I'll see y'all for the event tomorrow, and we'll be going over that in several hours from now. And I'll see y'all later. Don't forget to get your fair Shra if you haven't already. I didn't really mention it much this stream, but yes, he is available right now under troops if you are capable of getting one, and you haven't already. He's the best soul farming troop in the game. He's also the best single target in the game. So definitely a really good pickup. Best thing you can spend your diamonds on, so definitely get it if you haven't already. Other than that, don't forget to finish up any of the event stuff, or to use your last sigils if you still have any, because Bounty Hunter ends in 5 minutes and 5 hours and 19 minutes, and that is also when the event switches over for the next event. But anyways, guys, let me go answer this last question. Also, hello, Lurking. Goodbye, Lurking. Let's see. Cavera. Any tips for good soul farming teams? Triple Warlock with a Valkyrie in the first challenge of Divinian Fields. If you have enough damage to one-shot with those, you would be good to go. Alternatively, you can do Dragon Soul with triple Azurus, Dragon Soul with double Azurus Umberwolf, and stuff like that. You could also just use Dragon Soul with triple Warlock, though that's not as good, but would still work. Any of those combinations would be pretty decent to use. Other than that, just throwing a Valkyrie or a Dragon Soul into your normal PvP team, just somewheres on it, will naturally get you some souls per hour. Just naturally having a Valkyrie or Dragon Soul on your PvP team is about 2,000 to 5,000 souls per hour without doing anything different. It's just automatically gaining your souls since they just naturally give you souls off their cast. Doing some kind of Dark Troll team is also decent if you happen to have that. Dark Troll, Rock Troll into anything that uses a lot of brown and purple is pretty decent. Not sure if you have any of the bigger brown purples, but that is also another option, because every time Dark Troll casts, he gives you a bunch of souls, and those would be your main few options to really gain a decent amount of souls. Alternatively, you can gain quite a bit of souls from just playing down the Arena minigame. Arena is under Games underneath Arena, and that's one of the best ways early on in the game. If you don't have any option that I already mentioned, just play Arena. And once you get good at Arena, you can get anywhere from about 10,000 to 25,000 souls per hour from Arena. Can vary quite a bit depending on what weapons and stuff you have. But yeah, it's pretty much the best way of gaining souls earlier on when you don't really have anything. Also, Treasure Hunt isn't horrible for souls. It's not anywhere near as good as Arena and actual soul farming options, but you don't gain any levels from playing out Treasure Hunt. So it is decent for some people. Plus, you can get a bunch of gems and gem keys and glory keys and such. But anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later. Have a wonderful week, and goodbye, everyone.